welcome to the third part of the St Fanny's Hospital's annual... Well, it's not annual. They're not going to do another one, are they? TV fundraiser for dying children. And dying national television, it seems. And, you know, speaking of dying, is the child still dying? I'm pretty sure it is. And looking at that, no more money has been raised while the advert's been playing. So it looks like to me you continue to do F all at home.
There's two reasons for that.
Hello.
One, we don't have anybody on the phones. We're all backstage looking after Young, who you pushed off the ladder.
Pretty sure he fell.
And secondly, we don't have the guy who changes the counter anymore. You pushed him off the ladder.
Tell you what, do I have to do everything? You go back there, grab Young, bring her back in, put him over there, grab the girls, put them on the table. Then they can all do their stuff. Young can sit there twiddling his boxes.
Great. He's only just woken up and his neck might be broken.
Doesn't have to move his neck. Look, my neck stays perfectly still. Go and get him. I mean, that is unless you don't care about Sally Button. I mean, I assume you'll be donating your fee too.
Yeah, I was the first to do it, Graham, about 20 minutes ago.
Get off and get them. No more long speeches. Bloody Northerners. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, this is still happening, and we are still live, taking your donations if you can be bothered. If you want a girl to live, up to you. Oh, look, the girls are back. What a sight for sore eyes. In fact, talking of sore eyes, went to my opticians the other day, and guess who I bumped into there? Absolutely everybody, because I couldn't see. You got to laugh, haven't you, girls?
You're a pig.
All right, let's have another act. Any more acts? Anyone who's not stuck on a fudging bus or something? Oh, look, the strippers arrived. Oh, God. Keep him over there. OK, right, we need something else now, don't we? We need an act or something. Girls, any callers we can put through?
Actually, I have someone on the phone right now you might like to speak to.
Absolutely fantastic. Put them through.
And on top of that, he's been rather horrible to that little boy.
She sounds about 100. Hello there, and welcome. Welcome to the show. What's your name, please?
Who's that?
It's Graham Bannon.
You're horrible.
Why has she been put through? Don't put one through to think I'm horrible, obviously.
That might be a bit difficult.
This is so crazy that everything I've done for all these people, and they still... Why is she still there? Cut her off! We're not putting any more through. We're having another act.
Hello?
Who is that? Stop putting people through!
Alright, I'd like to donate a tenner, please.
Aha. We have a serious gentleman on now. Hello, sir. Did you say you'd like to donate a tenner?
Hey, that's right. I'd like to donate a tenner. A tenner to the fund to stop Graham Bannon being on TV, huh?
No, don't play the laugh sound. Wasn't funny. Oh, so you think you can do better, do you?
Hey, that's right.
OK. The stage is yours. Go on. Tell a joke. Tell a wee joke.
Alright, I'll do the joke. How many Graham Bannon does it take to screw in the light bulb?
I'm not going to like this.
That depends on the fee.
No! The joke was horrible. The joke was horrible. No! We're not having horrible jokes. We're not doing any more of that. We're not having any more callers. I think they're stupid, and also they seem drunk to me. Right, what's next? We need another act. Where's the next act?
We have sorted the monkey problem.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant news, Raj. Bring it on.
He's very shy.
That's fine. That's fine. We're fine. Bring it on.
It wants everyone to close the eyes for big reveal.
OK, right. Everyone close your eyes for the big reveal. Don't ruin this, girls. Close your eyes. We are ready.
It's very big.
OK.
You can open your eyes now.
OK.
It's very strong. It's carrying me on its back. And it has banana. It's offering banana to you.
No. No. Fudge! No! That is not a real monkey. That is not a real banana, is it? And these are not your legs. Ouch. Ouch! Get off the stage, I'll give you ouch! Right, we need something else. It's time for another act. Where's the unicyclist? Get him on.
Have the bloody unicycle act.
Swearing, apologies for that. Hopefully that gets censored by them.
Graham, we've got the unicycle, but we don't have the guy who rides it.
That's fine. We don't need the guy that rides it. I'm the guy that rides it. Bring it on,
Graham.
Bring the damn thing.
You should
I don't care what you think. Bring it on. Bring it on. Ladies and gentlemen, for your pleasure, I will now be performing for you the unicycle act. Can I have a volunteer? No one's here. Yes, they are here. Hello, Young. Right, OK, this is good. You'll like this. Right. Now, what I'm going to do now is grab the unicycle and jump over this arsehole. Yep, very good. Right, OK. Start the music. Drum roll, please. It's gonna be good, John. Protect your face, baby. Okay, and here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, my arm. Oh, God. Okay. That's not it. Okay, well, that's the act, I think. Ow. I don't think I can do that again. That's the act. I suppose that's what happens if you pay peanuts. You get monkeys. Well, don't you know, you don't always get monkeys, do you? Sometimes you just get someone wearing half a monkey costume where it looks like their legs are the monkey's legs, which apparently is just as good. So great, okay, so we need another act, don't we? We need somebody else on here doing something. Do you have the strong man? That's what it says on the auto cue, the strong man. Oh, look! Sorry, I don't want to be in the way of this. It's Raj, isn't it, again? And he's doing that. Is that good? Is that entertaining? Is that what you want? Raj doing that, laughing. Is this going to save a child's life? And speaking of saving a child's life, are we doing that? Has any more money been raised? How much more money's been raised?
It's actually gone down a bit. People are asking for the money back, and I think you're scaring them.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Come on, do what you're getting paid to update the score. Come on, put it down. Great. So the money pops down and still less money. So even more to raise for the girl in the next 5 minutes. Brilliant. Right, what we need is to do a get-rich-quick scheme. Who's got some ideas? Ah, I've got an idea. Just had it. Looking at these ladies. Lovely. I know what. Let's set up a little kissing booth. Nice little table, nice little cloth, little bit of lipstick. Sounds good to me. £10 a pop. Right? I'm sure these lads would like it. They've been ogling them all evening, the perverts. That sounds good to me. Right. So, how much for a kiss, ladies?
No, Graham, you're bleeding.
Does it? Ah, don't be such a tease. Go on, Linda. Pucker up, darling. Thank you, Linda. I needed that. Okay, well, that has gone wrong. That has gone awry. I'm sorry if that's my fault in any way. I don't know if it is. I think I know whose fault that might be. But there we go. What a shame. What a shame. I'll level with you. It's looking unlikely we're going to make money. Haven't got long left. It looks like that might be the end for little Sally.
It is actually Susie.
Whatever. She'll be dead soon. And so will my career. So 2 deaths in the same evening. And if you ask me, it'd be hard to weigh them. They're both equally sad deaths. Oh, well, that's the end of that. I suppose that's the end of the show then. Thank you very much.
Graham. Great news. The monkey's turned up.
Yeah, it's not the monkey, is it? It's just Raj or something pissing around.
No, it is a real monkey.
Look, I haven't got time for this. It's obviously not a real monkey. Don't get my hopes up. It's not going to... Oh, my God! Wow. Oh, my God!
That is a real monkey.
Yes! There it is! Get away from it! There it is! Ah, it's a real monkey! Now we can do the dance and save the show! Save my career! The girl! Come on! Just do the dance! Don't scratch your head, do the dance! Come on, do the dance! Come on, do the dance! Don't snooze me! Do the dance then! Do I have to spell everything out so you can put your arm in? Oh, crap! No! No, he's punching me! Somebody shoot it! Somebody shoot it! Ow! Kill it! Enough!
I've had enough. I'm the producer. I'm in charge. I want everyone to stop and listen to me. We've forgotten what's important here. A little girl's life's on the line. We're all acting like children. Listen up. Do as you're told. Linda, Deborah, Barbara and Raj, get on the phones. We've still got enough time to get some donations, but we need all hands on deck. Young, I know you don't understand what I'm saying, but We will get you to a hospital as soon as the show is finished. Just hang in a little bit longer, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
And you, Mr. Bannon, people used to look up to you as the face of national television. Look at you now, eh? You're full of crap.
You better pull yourself together, son.
Because chimps don't dance for bastards. We're all here working together as a team to try and save somebody's life. Apologise to him and ask him nicely to finish the show.
Chimpanzee, please, will you do your little dance to save the life of young Susie?
There we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Now, the little girl's life is on the line, and I've got just the job for you. Please donate to this worthwhile cause. We really can do some good here. It's like my old man used to say, you can keep your money in your pocket, but people will call you a stingy cunt. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Peter Clement, television producer, here to tell you that if we work together as a team, anything's possible. And that is a Peter Clement promise. Thank you and good night. Take it away!
You're not on the beat, you crazy cat. We're not in time with the hip tune.
Brilliant, brilliant. Do you want to go away actually so I can get... Okay, that's the end. Absolutely fantastic. That's the end. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Good night.
Right, down the pub. Pints on
Absolutely
Peter, eh? How about that?
We did it. We did it. Turns out, if you work at a...
Ah, what a beautiful day. The sun outside is shining and Susan is in the kitchen, of course, cleaning up after preparing supper for her husband, who will be coming home any minute. But what's this? Susan, you silly moo. Why are you crying, you dozy tart?
I've had enough. I've been trying to clean up this chicken grease all day with my usual brand of cleaning product, but it just won't come off.
Oh dear, here comes your husband. I hope you've thought of something. Honey, I'm home! That chicken looks delicious, and this chicken looks even nicer. Oh yes, and I forgot to mention, her husband is me, Dick Johnson. Lucky lady. What's with all this grease? This surface is filthy.
I'm sorry, darling. I've tried every cleaning product available, but I just can't solve these stubborn stains.
Well, you haven't looked hard enough. Because there's new Jazz. Jazz is proven by scientists to clean all of a surface, up to 100% cleaned. Look at the way it cuts through this grease. Wowzers. It is also completely harmless to skin, due to it being 99% lead-based.
Thank you, darling. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Christ knows. But now the kitchen's clean, let's not talk anymore. New Jazz. So simple, even a woman could use it.
take a look at what's in store tonight on Channel 1. Kicking off our evening schedule is a retrospective of the best moments from Peter Clement's Just the Job, reminding us just how our new Prime Minister became so popular in the first place. Following that, at 9 p.m, Megan Wolfe sits down for an exclusive interview with former Prime Minister Jacob Hamilton-Mann in Truth to Power, and she'll be asking him where it all went so horribly wrong. I'll certainly be tuning in for that. Finally tonight, at 10 p.m, it's a bit of escapism with Lawrence Blunderclatch's acclaimed action movie, Bullet Man, taking us up to the National Weather Report and close down at midnight. But before all that, it's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight: destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical freethinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavourable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guess whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Rimington's Fist have appointed Sophia Rimington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Rimington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash, intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Svorsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artist Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And grievous bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police and less oversight, are we using an Advance-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that and Megan Wolfe with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
30 seconds back, everybody. Can we get the guests in quickly, please?
We actually had to make the book indestructible because people tried to set it on fire.
Of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised, but what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't what
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, who will be laughing then?
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong. I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them, then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan.
Mr. Snuggleheart smells like love.
Kids, you love them, we love them, and they just love
Mr. Snuggleheart. Yeah!
With his state-of-the-art human-like voice to keep them company when you can't.
If you keep me happy, I'll keep you safe.
And his incredible real-action eyes.
I hope your mummy and daddy don't die in a fire. That would be bad.
It's no wonder Mr. Snugglehugs is the gift your child wants this Christmas.
All the other kids have got one.
That's right, little one. You don't want to be left out.
I only like people who have me as their friend.
Oh, Mr. Snugglehugs, you're so silly. Mr. Snugglehugs in stores now and selling out fast.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem.
Greg?
We need more support from ministers. Helen, what are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, a bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral
yes.
decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. Back you go. Back in your gimp space.
And
Off you go.
whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people
Darling,
of this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said...
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said get back in your gimp space. No! Naughty! You beast, Clive! You
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary and menacing a swat. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony.
Hey!
Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony.
Hey!
Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
OK, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony!
Way!
I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris,
oi, oi.
Little Chris,
oi, oi.
And Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yep.
1 sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
It's open!
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this guy?
Open! You are joking. Chrissy Freebollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal
No
there, Tony.
fucking way. Let's believe that.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes? Tony? Tony, I mean, we're literally away for 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back, everybody. That went well.
Piss off.
Alan James.
I'm Alan James.
Alan James.
Alan James is right.
Alan James is right.
I'm Alan James.
Alan James is right in front of you.
I don't want to scare you, but you should be scared. There must be something in the food! I don't want to upset you, but you should weep for the world. They're gonna take your poor, sweet grandma. And I don't mean to shock you, but... You need to wake up! I'm Alan James, and I'll slap you so hard with the truth, you'll still be picking facts out of your face the following Wednesday!
Alan James, coming to a city near you. Check local press for dates and times.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea. So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher. Maths is really important. Oh, thanks, Steve. Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle believed.
I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences, and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes. We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
Yeah. That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like, maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Put it in, Coach. Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grants?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly, but we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this old democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears.
Tears.
Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi, Gary.
Oh, heavens, no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Violent father.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean, not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team.
Yeah.
And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be made. So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle-class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman?
Go.
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant!
What the literal fuck was that?
Why bother strengthening your body when you can strengthen your face? We believe your skin deserves the best, so the new formula actively removes harsh chemicals from your skin. The high salt content actually pulls the dihydrogen monoxide right from your pores to give you the crisp, brittle skin you've come to expect. New Jus de Cochon will revitalize the appearance of the strength of your face's skin. 41% of women we surveyed said they loved their visible flakes, and 7 out of 10 dentists would recommend it. Jus de Cochon, because we said so.